Welcome back to the channel, and today we are back with a channel favorite, and that is going to be a 2005 340 Sundancer. Now, we haven't done an 05 on this channel. We've done an 06 and an 04, and I will leave comments or links to those in the description down below, as well as at the end of this video, so you can compare the three models and let me know which one in the comments you like the best. Sundancers are always a very popular choice, very popular boat on this channel because Sea Ray is a well-known brand. They make a great product and they've been making boats for forever. I don't think this one is going to last long. There's some boats that I list that I know are just going to sell right away. So there's a good chance by the time this video goes live, this boat might not be available. We listed it yesterday, and I just don't think it's going to last very long. All right, starting the same way we start all our videos, and that is stepping onto the swim platform. And as you can tell, sea deck throughout the entire boat. All right, moving into the boat, we do have a transom shower here for you to rinse off after a long day in the water. Some nice accent lighting down here, or boarding lighting. And first thing you'll notice is your outdoor bar here. Got a deep sink there. And typically there is a refrigerator here, but like I say in all my videos, these are always the first things to go, so it looks like he just got tired of replacing it. Put a cooler here instead, and it's got a nice pull-out drawer, so fill your cooler full of water and you don't actually have to pull the thing in and out because it's on a little track system. Neat little feature he put in there. And some extra storage there, and additional storage there. All right, panning around to the rest of the cockpit, you have some nice U-shaped seating. This boat is ready to go for the upcoming boating season. And I did want to point out that you can get a fill-in here and a cushion that lays across, so you can turn this whole area from here to here into a sun bench. And he has the aft bimini. Not every Sundancer has this aft bimini set up here, but it is very nice, and you can get a full enclosure. Full camper enclosure, so you can enclose this entire thing. And last little tidbit to point out before we move up to the helm, you have a trash can here, as well as a couple cup holders, place to put your drinks. All right, moving up to the helm, and on the port side we have a passenger seat with a flip-up bolster, and as you can tell, the sea deck continues throughout. You have your throwable there, that is Coast Guard required, and panning over to the helm. It is a dual seat helm, each with their own flip-up bolster. It is a step up with some more sea deck and a little bit of storage here underneath. I can't see anything because of the sun, so hopefully I'm getting that on camera. And stepping up to the helm, as you can see, gauges are in great shape. I'm not aware of anything on the boat that is not working. All of your switches and buttons here, your smart craft system, as well as your hatch lift, trim tabs, ignition switches, Raymarine display, VHF radio. Here are your shifters, here's your throttle, and there's your bow thruster control. That's right, this 340 Sundancer has a bow thruster, makes this boat very easy to drive. Something else that's going to make it easy to drive if you did not pick up on it already, but the lack of tilt and trim controls up here at the helm let you know that it is a V-drive. So this is a V-drive, gives you much more controllability over the boat, maneuverability on the boat than a stern drive was, because the stern drives are going to be closer together. I digress. Here are your views from the helm, and I will pan so you can see all the way around the boat. I'm sure many of you are already familiar with the 340 or the Sundancer in general. They're all generally laid out at the same size, but people love Sundancers. They're all over the place. They are a fantastic family cruiser, make a great first boat, especially this 34-foot size. You're going to feel like you're in a bigger boat or a bigger yacht. Without being intimidated by the size. This is generally what most people go for their first yacht. I will head up there right now, actually. All right, like all Sundancers, it is a walk around and not a walk through windshield, but you have handrails and a bow rail all the way around. So you're not going to fall in, and once you've done it a few times you get pretty used to it. Nice big bow pad so you can lay out here and catch some sun. My dad calls it the melanoma pad. Got some skylights here which we'll show inside the cabin. And escape hatch there. Foot switches for your electric windlass and access into your anchor locker, as well as a controllable spotlight. All right, let me flip it around so you can see how much room this bow has. Fit a few people up here, no problem. Gives the captain something to watch while he's driving. All right, let's go down into the cabin and then we'll finish the tour in the engine room. All right, and 4 steps down into the cabin, and I will leave this cabin door open to allow some light in here until we turn around, and then I'll close it when we're looking at the mid cabin. Anyways, moving on to the galley, you have a stainless steel microwave oven as well as a coffee maker combo, which is awesome because I cannot function without my coffee. He's also got a Keurig in here. A little bit of an additional storage back here and the backsplash as well as cabinetry up top. And moving forward, he's got a nice little wet bar set up back here and a nice drawer here. Deep sink, stainless steel faucet, and a cover for your 2-burner stovetop. Anyways, moving on to the mini fridge. It is fully stocked with some 7-Up and some Shiner Box. Michelob Ultras, they only have 95 calories. And down below, obviously, you have all your drawers for your kitchen essentials. And then opening this up here, you have some additional storage with access to the plumbing for your sink. And I noticed that he has the sink cover right here, which is going to give you some additional countertop space. All right, panning forward to the forward V-berth. So you can see we have curtains that pull across to give you some extra privacy. A step up to the bed here, and he still has the stuff on it, so I'm not going to open all this up. But you do have a nice little closet with shelves here to put your folded clothes away, and then some storage on each side of the V-berth, as well as your thermostat controls, and you have a light switch and power outlet there. Nice hanging locker with a mirror, hello. And just below there is a nice stool. Moving aft to the salon, we have a nice salon couch here. It is a little bit of a kidney shaped, and you can have 3 or 4 people on there, no problem. And a pedestal goes right there for a salon table. Nice, turns into a nice little dinette. He just has it out to allow more room in here. All right, up top we have a couple porthole windows, and as I said earlier, you have some skylights. The cool thing about these skylights is you can take this cushion here, put it up there in that skylight like so, and block out that natural light if you don't want it. And just going to open up some of these quickly to show you the storage here in the salon. And this continues all the way throughout, all the way aft to your mid-berth, your mid-ship berth, your midshipman. And just below that you have your light switch, power outlet, and a mirror to make it feel a lot roomier in here. I have storage underneath this, so all of this has some additional storage, which you can never have too much storage on a boat. All right, and before we move back to the mid-berth, I did want to show that the door has a latch here. So if you wanted to run the boat with the door open, make it easier to get in and out, you can latch it to keep it in the open position. Just pointing that out. If you are buying the boat and you're having trouble closing the hatch, that's probably why. Ask me how I found out. All right, moving on, you have a TV here, and behind this cabinet is your switch panel with all of your breakers, ignition switches, your ignition keys. A drawer here, and you do have a curtain that pulls all the way across and closes this off to give you some additional privacy. As you can see, we have an L-shaped couch. You can fit a ton of people back here comfortably. And it is raised up here, so you have a lot more headroom than you otherwise would, because as you can see, it's a little bit shorter there on that side. And you can fill this in and turn a portion of this into a bed and get another berth back here. Mirror that goes across, porthole window there, so you can see who's coming on and off the boat. And opening this up, you have some additional storage. And flipping her around, more storage over there, as well as your power outlet and a nice little nightstand right here. Obviously, he's got all his boat supplies there, so I'm not going to dig into it. All right, moving into the head. If you've seen a head on a 340 Sundancer, then you know what to expect. It is a wet head. You do use that faucet right there. Pull it up, hang it up there for your shower, so keep that in mind. You have some medicine cabinet style storage back behind those mirrors, your head there, and then access to your undersink storage there. Light switch and an exhaust fan switch there. So if it does get a little unruly in here while you're handling business, you can pump some fresh air in here. And to be honest, that's the most important. And a porthole window up there, so you can allow some fresh air in here as well if you need to. All right, and for you patient ones who made it this far, it is an electric engine hatch that raises up like so, and next thing you're going to see are the engines. All right, and here is your engine room. Very clean. I wanted to point out that you can stow the cockpit table here, and keep it out of the way if you need to, or if you want to. You want some extra space back here, you're going to be entertaining a lot of people, not going to need that table. You can stow it out of the way. Looking down into the engines, both of these engines have been rebuilt last year, so they basically have no time on them at all. They are the 6.2s, so they're going to be very economical, and you do have your generator over there. So you can have AC while you're underway, and that is a Kohler generator with about 700 hours on it, so basically nothing. This boat is ready to go. No, the boating season is winding down, but a seasoned boat buyer buys now because you're going to get the best deals during the winter. All right, that is going to do it for today's video. If you made it this far, subscribe. Consider becoming a channel member. It's only $5 a month, and you get early access to all of these videos, including the shorts. I'm trying to pump out 3 shorts a week. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this tour, if you liked this boat, what you liked, didn't like, and what you want to see differently in the next video. I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.